I'm Larry Menti. Welcome back to the Delaware Way. Getting a second chance for some people who have a hard time finding one. That's the mission of the two people I'm about to introduce you to. Tim Hunter is an executive chef, and Keisha Allan is an alumni of the Delaware Food Bank. Thank you so much for being here. It's interesting, Tim, when I said to you a moment ago, give me a word to describe your organization, you said opportunity. Explain that.
Well, it's about the second chances, but there are always opportunities in our organization for people to grow and for people to come out of that, whatever they're going through, to come out of it, because we've seen the opportunities. We give the opportunities for the people to come out through it.
Now, you're one of the people that found that opportunity, that found that second chance.
Yes.
Tell me your story.
I actually, I didn't have a steady job history. I was kind of dabbling in the streets. I wasn't doing too much. Once I finally wanted to work and get serious about it, it was hard because of the past. I had got in trouble one time, but that was enough because I didn't have any job history. So it was basically just strikes against me. So I went to the food bank. I was introduced by my probation officer. She introduced me to the program. I went in there, spoke to a few of the chefs, the program operator, and I loved it. I did a tour, and I was like, how can I start? And they were like, well, it costs X amount of dollars. I'm like, I'm not working right now. They're like, we have scholarships. I'm like, okay, let's talk. So
that's great.
Yeah, it was great. I got a scholarship. I got in. I had court the day that we started class. So I'm thinking they gave me a scholarship. I'm not going to get in. I blew it. I missed the first day. I went and told them what happened, and they're like, oh, that's great. You can start tomorrow. So I'm like, really? I'm like, this is too good to be true.
Let me get back to your story in a second because. Tim, I'm sure you love when you hear stories like that, but what did you do? Tell me step by step what you do for people like Keisha.
So we have to take people like Keisha and we teach them the basics of cooking. But the basics of cooking, is a lot. You have to know what's a mirepoix, what's a roux, what's the 5 other sauces. So we teach them the basics of cooking, but also sometimes it's more than about cooking because some people they can get a job, but they don't have a skill to keep their job. So they learn more about themselves while they're in class. We have a life skills part in the morning, which we talk about, how we react to certain situations and how we can't, do certain things at our job. So we teach people how to not only we can get you a job, but how you're going to be able to keep this job going forward.
Now, I would think that most of the people that come to you never thought about being a chef, right?
This is true.
And so how do you tell them this is a great path?
Well, it's hard. I don't sugarcoat it from day one. I say it's a rough, career path. You work hard, long hours, you work hard, you work the weekends, you work the holidays, but in the end it is rewarding. But the only thing about this business is you have to love this business to stay in it.
I would imagine this changed your life.
Yes, it did. Like I said, I didn't have a job history, but mine was different. I actually liked cooking, but I didn't have everything else to go with it. So I needed
Nobody took the time to teach you.
Exactly. So I didn't have a mentor, so I was just winging it. I started going on YouTube, looking stuff up. So I'm going to places, and they're like, well, where'd you go to school? And I'm like, YouTube University. And they're like, that's not a school. And I'm like, I know it, but I just don't have the resume.
And what are you doing now?
I actually cater. I just opened my own business, Renee & Co. Catering. So I do a lot of catering on my own.
See, so she's marketing too already. She's got that. She got that in there as well.
Yeah.
What are some of your success stories?
We've had tons of. I've been with the food bank almost 10 years now. So the success stories that I've seen, we've graduated over 500 graduates, and the success stories I've seen, I've had 2 that I can think of right away are executive chefs now. I've had some who are running their own programs now. Some who've gone out and did their own businesses, done their own catering. So just to see them change from week 1, and it's only a 14-week program, but it's so intense.
So a good way of supporting your business is to hire your business.
Yes.
Your cause, I should say, is to hire your business and have you come out. How do they get a hold of you?
They can contact us through the food bank, fbd.org. You can go underneath the culinary school. There's a whole tab you can click on.
Yeah, I'll let you give one more plug for your place, too. Go ahead.
It's Renee & Co. Catering, and I can be reached at krallen030@gmail.com.
All right, good luck to both of you. Thank you so much for being
you.
here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Tim Hunter is executive chef, and Keisha Allan is an alumni of the Delaware Food Bank. That's the Delaware Way for this week. Go to metv2.com to replay segments from this show or previous shows and leave your comments about what you've seen on today's show on our Facebook page. Or you can reach me on Twitter at the Delaware Way or at Larry Menti. We may read your thoughts on a future show. I'm Larry Menti. We'll see you again next week.